Hey you cool cats and kittens, I'm Dame and this is Dame Over, and today is a first for this channel. I've got some news about the newest update for Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Call of Duty Warzone. This is a relatively small update, but I'm going to talk you through everything that has changed since yesterday when the update got rolled out and what we can expect in the future, as there may be another update that comes in on Friday. So we'll start with what you can expect in Modern Warfare multiplayer. If you guys are only here for Warzone news, then make sure you skip to like the second half of the video. I'll put a timestamp down in the description so you can skip ahead if that's what you're interested in. But we'll kick things off by looking at the new modes and the modes that were removed in Call of Duty Modern Warfare multiplayer. So the three playlists that we have lost this week are Ground War Reinfected, Cranked 3v3 and Ground War. So what have they been replaced with? Well, we'll start with Gun Game Reloaded. This is slightly different to regular Gun Game. Instead of getting weapons with one or two attachments on, you're now given weapon blueprints, which is a fun way to spice things up, I think. And you also finish with the flaming throwing knife, which found its way into the game with the last update. Another new playlist is a slight change from Shoot the Ship. We now have Shipment 24/7. This is the go-to game mode if you're grinding for any camos or XP, particularly if you're chasing that Obsidian camo. You'll be racking up a ton of kills in this crazy fast-paced map. Next up, we've got a new addition, which is an old favourite of mine. It's Demolition, one of the more tactical game modes, something that was in Modern Warfare 2 for sure, but I think it even made an appearance in the original Black Ops, which I'm probably remembering incorrectly. If one of you guys could let me know in the comments, that would be amazing. This is an objective-based game mode where two teams are fighting to either attack or defend two different bombs, and it does have fixed spawns, so it is pretty easy to spawn trap people in this one, especially if you can manage to get yourself some of the more powerful kill streaks, but up against a good team of similar level, it should be quite competitive. Another game type change to take note of this week is Ground War being changed to Boots on the Ground War. That means until the next weekly update, you'll be looking at no vehicles in that game mode whatsoever, just soldier against soldier, shooting each other in the face or the groin, the latter being the lesser known but more powerful crit spot on Modern Warfare. And taking a look in the store, we've got some new things to throw your COD points at, in the form of firstly this new operator Mace. He's got this really cool skin with a horrifying face mask and what looks like a bunch of huge varicose veins on his forearms, but clearly he's just stacked. The drawn and quartered weapon blueprint for the Grau 5.56. The skin looks pretty cool, but the attachments aren't fantastic. They mainly concentrate on close quarters, but it doesn't have much versatility. The next is the Garrote or Garrow for the Striker 45 submachine gun. It's got good attachments, but again, the Striker 45 not being the most popular of weapons, I doubt this blueprint will get much airtime. Next up is Mace's Quip, which is not ad revenue friendly on YouTube. A new finishing move, which looks pretty cool. Mace whacks out a machete, stabs his opponent up under the armpit, and then slices his throat. Pretty gruesome. And there's also a new watch, a melee weapon, a charm, calling card, and emblem. This will cost you a grand total of 2,400 COD points, which will set you back $16.79 in the UK, and I believe around $24, maybe a little less in the US of A. Next up in the store, we've got some new vehicle skins dropping in with the Plunder Pack. As you can see, it turns all of your vehicles into gold-plated RPG magnets. They all look pretty cool to me, particularly the helicopter, but you'll have to wait another week at least before you can start flexing with your new camo in the chopper, and I'll get onto that very shortly, as well as having to wait to use the tanks and the APC, as like I said before, vehicles are not in this week's rotation of Ground War. A couple of things you'll notice that are missing from this update are the 357 Snakebite Akimbo pistols. They've still not been nerfed, which was a big surprise to me. I get the feeling though this nerf is being pushed back thanks to the connectivity issues that were causing a lot of problems on every platform after last week's update. I guess Infinity Ward are prioritizing which issues to address first, which to me is just good sense. Although this nerf may be coming sooner than you think, this is conjecture at this point, but as Infinity Ward have extended double XP past the weekend all the way up until this Friday, so you'll be able to get double XP, double weapon XP, and double tiers all this week. I'm hoping that on Friday they'll add in another small update to include the things they missed out, namely the Snakebite pistol nerf, and adding back in helicopters to Warzone, which were taken out because of an off-the-map glitch players were taking advantage of recently. This was giving them an unfair and unintended advantage in-game, so until it can be fixed properly, the devs have taken the decision to remove choppers out of Warzone completely. And we are now on to what's new in Warzone, and unfortunately it's not much. The normal playlists have mostly remained the same, with the only change being Plunder changing into Blood Money, which is a trios playlist. This is essentially the same as Plunder, better, but with more cash rewards for bounty contracts and finishing moves, but most importantly, bigger cash drops on kills, so you'll be able to reach that $1 million mark far quicker. I think this is to reduce the amount of time that you spend in-game. It is a bit of a slow game type. I found Plunder was particularly slow with not much action, so hopefully Blood Money forces people to move around the map and engage in lots of different fights far more often. One thing you'll notice is missing from this update is a duos playlist, something that the fans have been asking for quite some time now. It has been sitting in the game file, so we all know it's there. Being teased by it, it's very frustrating, but Infinity Ward may be holding off on this to wait till Season 4, or it could come with the next update. We are still yet to be given some concrete information about it, so I guess just keep your fingers crossed. So that's it for the 10 huge changes that come with the latest update to Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Call of Duty Warzone. If you had a good time on this video or you found it useful, make sure you hit that like button, let me know how you feel about it. Jump in the comments, let me know what you're looking forward to in the next update, if you're really excited for that duos playlist to come in, or you're desperate for those snakebite akimbos to get nerfed into the ground. And here's a big shout out to my Dame operatives, those of you guys supporting the channel through Patreon. These guys help keep the channel running, and if you want to become a patron yourself, there's a link down in the description along with all of my social media, so follow me on all of those platforms if you like. And if you feel like you want to subscribe, that'll be absolutely amazing as well. Until next time, that's Dame over. Peace.